And welcome to the Kiosk Presents. I'm Steve. Joining me today is Tony Danza. You know him from as Tony in Who's the Boss, Fred in the movie Crash, and now John Sr. in Don Jon. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tony.
If they remember my character in Crash, they're pretty good. I had one scene, I think. I had one scene.
Well, but we love seeing you again.
But I am in the best movie, that's for sure. That's true.
All right. What's your new movie about?
The new movie is about, well, it's about how the consumption of all this media affects our relationships, how we see each other, how we interact, and maybe a suggestion on how to get, to solve that problem, if it is a problem for you. It's a funny take. The movie captures a moment of our culture in a very provocative way, and makes you laugh, and sort of says something. I think it's an important movie. I really do. I think a lot of people are going to go when they watch it.
What can you tell me about your role as John Sr.?
Well, I play John's Don Jon, which is a play on Don Juan, of course. I play his father. You could see where some of his bad habits come from in the father. He's sort of, he's isolated himself. He's a family man in his own mind, but he's sort of isolated himself, watching TV all the time and football and generally being in his own world. Again, consuming media and isolating yourself, and this is what some of the movie's about. It's also about how we all make checklists. We look at that and we say, oh, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way she's supposed to look. That's the way he's supposed to look. The one I'm with doesn't look like that. I got to get somebody better. It's all of that.
Why'd you choose this role?
You chose me, Steve. I'll be perfectly honest. Joe called me up and said he was going to direct his first movie. And Joe and I go way back to when he was 12 years old on Angels in the Outfield. And even then, he was talking about directing, I want you to know. And so I was excited, that he was going to finally direct his own project. He's made hundreds and maybe thousands of little movies, but never a big movie, a big wide release, a real important movie. And then on top of it, he wrote it, which was when he sent me the script, I went, he wrote this? I mean, it's that kind of good script. So it was wonderful to work with him, and he said, I'd like you to play my father. He said he hadn't thought of anybody else but me. It's a tremendous compliment, and I really wanted to work as hard as I could to make sure he got what he needed to.
All right. Well, Tony, I just have one last question, and then we need to head out. Who really was the boss?
That's very funny. It's very rarely I hear that. But anyway, it was me. Let's just be honest.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tony, for joining us here today on the Kiosk Presents. It's a pleasure to hear from you again, and I can't wait to see your movie. Check out, everyone in West New York, check out
Steve,
Don Jon.
Honeymoon in Vegas, new musical I'm doing, Paper Mill Playhouse, October 6th.
Oh, fantastic.
It's fabulous.
All right. Everyone in West New York, stay on the lookout for that. Have a wonderful day, Tony, and thank you again for joining us.
All right, Steve. Thank you.